Tor, I've got something for you to do. Something important. I want you to deliver a package.
Over to Farmer Addison's again?
No, this one goes to Meridel.
To Meridel? To the castle?
I know you're excited, but there's a few things you need to know about before you go. The road to Meridel is a long one, son, and it's not safe. You'll need something to guard that package with. This is the key to the chest upstairs. In it is the sword I had when I was young. Listen, Tor, it is not a toy. It carries with it great responsibility. Do you understand what that means?
It's like being a knight. You have to fight for the good and against injustice and evil.
That's part of it, for sure. But knights follow a code of chivalry. They defend the weak, they don't lie, and always keep their word. They fight only for the right causes. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then go, boy. This package won't deliver itself.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Neopets, the Darkest Faerie. I guess we had a good talk with our dad, I suppose. If we could just move the camera, there we go. Sometimes it takes some fighting. So we have a job. We're delivering a package, but before we can do anything about it, we need to go upstairs in this giant house, which is much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Go upstairs already. Stop talking with me. So let's do so. They're really wide stairs. Not over here. We'll know the chest when we see it because it's kind of painfully obvious. Inside? Hey! A wooden sword. But this gives us the ability to use the circle button, which is our attack button. Lots of things inside the house are fragile, you say. You mean like this? Oops. Yeah, now I got a sword. So there's a bunch of things you can do with the sword. One is you can do a slap. If you hit walls, you will bounce back, so just be careful of what your distance is against the wall. You can also mash the button, which gives you just like repeated stabbing. And then if you also spin around like this, you have the chance of spinning around in a circle and doing circle swipes. Now, things I have been ignoring while getting up to the chest are actually these books, which most of them are actually flavor text, really. They're not really important to advancing the story, but if you wanted to know anything more about things that are going to be in the game, some bits of information might be helpful. You can also jump slash, like so. For instance, the small little things like the Winnies and the Mortog, which is shown here, are called Pet-Pets. There's a lot of Pet-Pets in the game, and these books kind of help mainly in the locations for where you can find these Pet-Pets. Mostly I look at these books and I kind of enjoy the artwork that goes with them. But this book is kind of a little bit misleading. A complete list of the bravest souls to protect the lands. What you're about to read is a true wonder. I'm like, there's only one page. You cannot scroll. There's only this one page that is there to show. Kind of wish that they put a little bit more into it, but seeing as they're mainly useless, I'm trying not to be too bothered by it. Ooh, the plates can also be broken too. Yeah. There we go. Everything must be broken. Everything must be purged. Including my sister. Especially when she's jumping on the bed. She might be slightly hovering on the bed. I'm not sure. Yeah, get back to jumping on the bed. I will jump with you. Practicing my swordplay. There we go. Anyway, we have the sword. Oh, Mom's also here. Hello. I guess so, otherwise I'd be coming immediately back. Before I do that, of course. Plates! There we go. I'm not supposed to be clean when I'm smashing things. Ah. Hi, Dad. You proud of me? I'm totally careful. And here's the package. Got it. And now we have our very first long-term quest that is going to be with us for the next little while, which is delivering the package. Opening it up leads us to a new map, which is Meridell Village, which we will see eventually, but not right away. Yeah, there we go. Now, you probably saw this in the fireplace. Something weird that is just kind of out of place. We can go up to it, and we can grab it. Hi, Dad. Notice the little smiling face on it? Yeah. Well, now if we go into our inventory and look at our second screen, you notice that it actually popped up here. It's called a fire moat. And this screen is actually our moat screen. You can also bring up this screen and also it shows up in the same way. I guess with all of that out of the way, we can actually leave the house. And see our ghostly head. And everybody got out here in front of us. Dad just wants a hug. Or hug your dad. Yes, give them all your money if they spot you. Yep. Well, I'll give them what they want, alright. Bye! And so the adventure begins. Because now the gates over there are open, so now we can freely leave. As they strangely look at us throughout this entire time. But first, before we do that, there's a lot of other places to explore on the family farm. 3 other places that are not in the central area. Now that we have the sword, too, we can go up to all of these things of grass and cut them down. So good to be able to do this. Honestly, because some have the ability of giving Neopoints out that can phase into objects, because this game is not perfect. But Neopoints are our currency in the game, as shown at the bottom left corner of the screen. The more Neopoints you have, technically, the better. There is always a chance that the grass will show up in different denominations, whether they be 1, 5, there's also a 10 in some cases, as well as 25. There is also sacks of 100 in special cases. Grass, I think, only goes up to 25, if I can remember correctly. The other thing about grass in this game is it can regrow, so if you wait around long enough, it will come back and you can chop it down some more. These bushes, however, on the other hand, that we can also interact with and has a lot of animations, have the chance of dropping other items, particularly a purple juppie. Juppies are curative items of the lowest denomination. Purple ones improve your blue meter or your magic meter. Red ones, whenever we go and come across one, they will increase your health, or they will heal you anyways. Actually getting kind of lucky that I got a 25 out of the grass, because my luck, which there is a luck stat in this game, is, well, pretty much 0. So let's head up this path, and you can see Ooh, crops galore. Crops that we can actually just kind of run through and stomp on. And the best thing that we can do is actually chop them down. Because apparently these are money crops. Why and what sense does this make? I couldn't tell ya. But we can totally do it. The more money that we have early on in the game, the better. I find the best way of getting rid of the crops is, of course, doing the circular swing. The circle swing. I don't know if it actually has an official name or not. It probably does, and I'm just not remembering it right now. Or I never cared. But it's honestly the best in terms of the weird hit detection that the crops have. And it's the longest swing that you have available to you in the game. Albeit with certain special attacks that we have. Plus, with this being the smallest area out of the three, it's pretty easy to get things done. And then we can get to the very end, which has a couple of weird things in here. 3 patches of strange plants here that look at us. It's an enemy! Fight! Our first enemies are technically the flower monsters here, which do minimal damage and easily are disposed of. And technically, I guess they were guarding this, the golden grass. Golden grass, like regular grass, works the same way, except there is more chances of more Neopoints popping out of it. The higher luck that you have, the higher the denomination will come up there. There's also sparkling grass up there, but we can't do anything about it right now, so we'll have to come back for it later. On to the next path. Can you use the water pump again? Technically, but I can't. Very high chance of it blowing up again, even if I don't put a bucket underneath it. Ooh, more crops. It's like I'm looking over this hill going like, all of this is for me to cut down. I am king of this place. Let's get started. Yeah, love it. Nice and clean. All the stuff for me. Which leads us to this weird shack that's kind of in the back here, which I've never understood its purpose. Other than inside is another treasure chest. Because I can't actually do it in here because this place is not part of any map. This contains other goodies. Mainly chest contains Neopoints, a specific item, or other things. But with the map, if we open it up, you can actually see that we have 2 out of the 4 treasures now. One was sword, one was the Neopoints that we just got. So there's 2 more treasure chests that are out and around the farm that we can get. At this point, we can only get 1 more, which is on the other path that we have yet to explore. I'm deeply compulsive when it comes to this game in terms of cutting grass, because I always want early Neopoints. Just a good thing to have. Here we go. More crops. And with one stroke of his sword, yeah! It is all gone. And we have actually made a hole up here too. Well, the hole was always there, but it was slightly hidden by the crops. Into the void. And we can get like an underground cave that is going around here, which does have our 3rd treasure chest. For some reason, sometimes it doesn't want to count up the Neopoints properly. But we did get, I think, 200 out of that? Maybe? I'm not sure. But it's open, that's all I'm caring about. This also gives us kind of an introduction to ledge grabbing and climbing. Like so. And then vines like this, yes, they are vines. you can also climb in order to finally get out of this cave. Short and sweet. Leaves us out here, and one last thing that we can pick up is right behind this tree. It's got another smiley, and it's kind of dancing. Pretty much, if anything has a smiley face on it, you could probably pick it up. Even though it looks a little bit weird. But like the fire moat, this is a leaf moat. Again, we'll be looking at it later, because it's not so important right now to really go into detail for. And with that, that's kind of the end of the farm area for what we can explore right now. Or really most of it anyways. Because the rest of the plants here are not something that we can cut, and don't really look all that great. Maybe you should actually plant them better, Mom. Huh? Maybe you should plant it better. Yes, I know, keep an eye out for bandits. I'm keeping an eye out. See? I am totally keeping an eye out. Every step of the way. Is there? Nope. Are there bandits? Are there bandits? No, no, there's no bandits at all. But with that, hopefully one patch of grass. Oh, what am I going to do about my grass obsession? Well, I'm going to leave it behind, because now we can leave. See ya! And I would love to be able to show you what the tutorial is talking about, which is that glowing portal thing over there, which is our save points. Which is where we're going to end our time here. Next time, we're going to leave the farm, and we're going to begin making our trek over to Meridel to deliver our package. Like a good boy. See you next time, everyone.